Hi, I'm Tara, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to tie-dye. Welcome to the Highpoint Academy. Today I'm going to be teaching you two tie-dye techniques, the swirl and the scrunch. And I'm going to be teaching you a little bit about how colours work. I don't know about you, but I love painting and drawing and creating art. I run a Melbourne-made fashion label called Tara Whalley. We create clothes in extra small to 4X lovely. Learning how to create artwork and then learning how to put that artwork onto clothing is so cool. I studied textiles at university about 8 years ago, but then after that I actually moved to Guatemala for a year and I learned everything that they could teach me about how to dye. It's pretty incredible. You get to take a plain white piece of cloth and then you get to turn it into a rainbow, and every time the results are so different and unique. So why don't we do a little bit of that today and create some clothes that are just as unique as you are. Here are two techniques we're going to learn today, the scrunch method and the swirl method. Have a look at these. What I love about the scrunch method is you can see little bursts of colour and how it's travelled throughout the fabric and creating such interesting, unique patterns. Isn't the spiral technique cool? Look at how the colour goes around and around and around. It almost reminds me of a lollipop. First of all, you're going to need a cotton t-shirt, RIT all-purpose dye, elastic bands, a measuring jug, salt, a measuring spoon, plastic gloves so that you can protect your hands, and some squeezy bottles. If you don't have a squirt bottle at home, it's really easy to make your own. All you need is an old tomato sauce bottle or a little shampoo bottle, and all you do is you just take a little bit of clear film wrap like this and take an elastic band like this, like that. So you make that nice and tight, and then you just pierce it. And then that's how you make a little DIY squeezy bottle. Something that might be helpful but isn't essential at all is a cooling rack. All it's going to do is just lift up your dye project from your surface to make sure that the colours don't pool underneath. But get inventive. See what you have lying around. It doesn't have to be this exact thing. Before we get started, I just want to let you know this activity can get a little bit colourful and messy, so please work outside or at least protect your table. Tie-dye is all about folding, scrunching and wrapping up fabric so that colour can't go all the way through. There are endless ways to do this to get exciting patterns, but the first technique I'm going to show you today is the spiral technique. Step 1, give your dye a good shape. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of salt with 2 tablespoons of dye. And we're going to take 2 cups of hot tap water. Mix that around. Lay your washed t-shirt out nice and flat. Now that it's all clean, it's ready to dye. Got to make sure it's nice and damp, so keep a spray bottle handy, because if it dries out, the colour won't travel as easily. So first we're going to learn the spiral technique. I want you to make your hands go like this. Can you do that? We're going to pinch the middle of the shirt and we're going to twist, just like you're trying to twist a key. You're going to pinch and twist. I'm going to help it along just a little bit. Twist and twist and twist. And you see that? It's all curling on itself. I'm helping a little bit and I'm just keeping on twisting it in the same direction. So there you have it. You've got your spiral technique. Now that we've got our spiral, we're going to add on some elastic bands to secure it in place. We're just going to go over the top like that. So so it makes a little plus sign. One more. So now it looks like a little pie. Now we've got our elastic bands on and it looks like a bit of a pie. We're going to use these elastic bands as a guide so we know where to put our colour. Next we're going to take our wrapped up t-shirt and we're going to place it on either our cooling rack or our work surface. We're going to put on some rubber gloves because we want to protect our hands from the dye. If your t-shirt's dried out, just add a little bit of water. We're going to take our colours, yellow and orange, and this is the really fun part. Now we're going to use these elastic bands as a guide. I want to just add in lots of colour. And I'm just keeping to the guides. You can be really liberal with the dyes, so don't be afraid to really get in there and get the colour in. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. The best thing about tie-dye is it doesn't matter if you think you've made a mistake. There's no right or wrong, it's just about having fun. That's looking pretty great. Now we're going to take the yellow and apply it to the white areas. Some colours work together really well. These colours are really similar, so it doesn't matter if they blend a little bit, but if you're using a few different colours, you might want to just leave a little bit more of a white space so that your colours don't muddy. Next we're going to turn over our t-shirt and work on the other side. I like to keep the colours the same on the reverse. I'm being liberal with the dye and just making sure it gets into all those little folds. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun! We're going to let our t-shirt sit in the sun and let all the colours sink in for half an hour. Can you think about something you can do while you're waiting? You can have a little dance. Now I think you've mastered 2 colours on the spiral tee. So why don't we step it up a notch and try 3 colours? So if you've only got 1 or 2 colours, something fun you can do is you can actually create a new colour. I really love the colour green. So to make a new colour, all you have to do is we're going to take 1 tablespoon of salt, shake it up. We're going to take 1 tablespoon of golden yellow. Ooh, that's so fun. Pour that in there. Shake up the blue. Ooh. And we're going to pour in, wow, here we go. 1 tablespoon of blue. Great. We're going to add in 2 cups of hot tap water. Get some help from an adult with that one. If you want to do a little experiment to see how the colours you want to use might interact with each other, just get a little bit of paper and put a little bit on there and you can see how they mix. Because we're using 3 colours, I'm just going to use 3 elastic bands and we're going to alternate the colours. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I love how that turned out. Oh my gosh, look at that green. It's just so easy to make your own colours. I'm just going to make sure all the colour is in there. Oh, I see a little bit of white, so I'm just going to, if it starts to dry out, just spray a little bit of water on top. Now we're going to try our red. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap, or at least I'm going to try to. I'm just going to get in there. Ooh, try and get right into the centre. And I'm going to go opposite. Woohoo! Look at that! Now let's flip it over and add the colours to the reverse side. We're going to add green to the green side, add our yellow, and finally our red. I'm just lifting some of the folds out of the way so that the colour can go into that area. Cool, okay, so that's our second one done. We're now going to sit this t-shirt aside in the sun for half an hour and let all the colours just sink in. Once your t-shirt's been sitting in the sun for half an hour, I'm going to wrap up the t-shirt in cling wrap. This will just lock in all the colours and keep as much heat in this space as possible. We're going to leave it for at least an hour, but let me tell you, if you leave it overnight, you're just going to get richer and stronger and more vibrant colours. So if you can, be patient. It's worth it, trust me. Well, our first shirt soaks up the colour in the sun. Let's move on to the scrunch technique. We're just going to take a bit of the fabric and start to scrunch it together. Scrunch and scrunch and scrunch and scrunch. Just like that. You're going to have some parts of the t-shirt raised to the surface and some underneath. You want it to be nice and wavy. Doesn't matter where the elastic bands go. That looks pretty good. We're going to place our t-shirt back on the grid. Make sure it's nice and damp. Now the trick with this one is we want to have a nice contrast between the white and the colour that we're using. So I'm going to try and hold back, and I'm just going to add the colour to some parts of the shirt. Just going to do a little patch in there, a little patch in there, and a little patch in there, maybe a little bit over here. Now we're going to flip it over and do it to the other side. So now we've got some blue patches and some white patches. Let's leave it to sit for half an hour. Now we're going to cover our t-shirts with cling wrap. You can also use a plastic bag. I'm going to leave this for at least an hour. Now we've been really patient and we've waited for our t-shirts to sit in the sun. So now we're going to unwrap them and pour some cold water over them. So I want you to hold your t-shirt flat this way, and we're going to take cool water and pour it over the top. And we want to pour it over until the water runs clear. It's important that you lay your t-shirt flat this way. Ideally, you can do this in the kitchen sink, or you can hose it down in the backyard. Drum roll, please. I'm so excited. This is my favorite part. I'm gonna take off the elastic bands. Wow, that is wild. Oh my gosh, that is fantastic. And we've got areas of the orange there and areas of the yellow. I love it. I'm obsessed with this t-shirt. How did the 3 colors turn out? Oh my gosh, look at that! I love that, oh my goodness. So there we have it. We've made our plain white clothes bright and colourful for spring. I think I want to wear one of mine right now. Hey, that's better. Thank you for joining me at the Highpoint Academy. Make sure you keep watching Highpoint's Instagram for more holiday fun. And we want to see what creations you make, so make sure you tag us in so we can see your amazing, unique tie-dye t-shirts.